just gonna give her time and hope everything works out.
So, dude, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I don't.
Give her time, man.
What?
Give her time.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself, bro.
It's so hard. Dude, if you want to slide, you're welcome. If you need to chill, I got you.
My aunt's making me food right now, and then I guess I'm either gonna go to Aiden's to talk to Mikey and all them, or I might just fly to your crib.
Oh, let me know, man. I'm here for you.
A lot of you might be laughing at that guy, but I've been there. You've put your time, energy, and effort into a woman, and then all of a sudden, she starts to become distant, she becomes cold, or she breaks off with you. You know, you get that uncomfortable feeling in your stomach where you're like, I'm not getting any more good morning texts from her. Or the text messages you do get, they start becoming real spaced out, hours apart. Or she starts to become really distant, or she says she's busy when you try to hang out with her, or she possibly gives you some maybes. It hurts, it's disheartening because you really most likely care about that woman. But you gotta understand, women get bored really easy. I've said this already. They need something new. A lot of times it's not just you. They just become cold and distant. You gotta understand something, guys. When a woman becomes distant and kind of away from you like that, 3 traps that you must avoid when she does this. Because I promise you, there is another guy in the picture. Women are creatures of habit. So if she's used to texting you every day, or you guys used to hanging out every week, having sex every week, and all of a sudden she really doesn't want to, and there's another guy, but she won't tell you this. I'm gonna give you 3 traps you need to avoid when a woman starts to become cold and distant. The first trap is the panic, I need to do something to get her back trap. Okay, I've been there. You try to send her flowers, she becomes distant, and you try to send her chocolates, teddy bears. You try to even take her on a nice vacation or buy her shoes, do all these different things. What you're doing is putting her on a pedestal, okay? You can't do that. Don't try to do all these crazy things when she starts to become cold, because I'm telling you, she's already made up in her mind that she doesn't want you anymore. And what you're doing is putting a strain on her, and you're just pedestalizing her, and you're devaluing yourself. When she starts to become cold and distant, what you need to do is mirror that same thing. Say, okay, fine, cool, I see what you're doing. And then just relax, pump the brakes, and just prepare yourself for impact, okay? She's gone cold, she's gone distant, don't do anything. Don't panic. She's made up in her mind, she doesn't want you. She won't tell you, but she's just slowly drifting. And it's just time to accept that. Don't do all this crazy stuff. Don't take her on these dinners. Don't buy these cars and go these crazy apologies. And what can I do to fix things? Don't do anything. Brace for impact and act like you know, hey, I see it coming. I never forget, about 4 years ago, a woman gave me my pink slip, and she said, Darius, I just want to be friends. And she was kind of teary-eyed. She was crying, even though it might have been fake. But, you know, I let her know, hey, I do not want to be friends. I enjoyed our romantic time together. And what happened was she left, and she called me back a couple days later, and she said, you know, why don't you want to be friends, Darius? And she was really angry at me. That's because the guy she left me for, she didn't know if he was as good as me. She probably knew he had potential possibly, but she didn't know if he was going to be secure. So a lot of women, they try to do the friend zone or let's be friends speech just in case it doesn't work out with the new guy so she can come back around to you. Okay? Don't accept that let's be friends trap. Or don't say, hey, when she leaves you, can we just be friends? Don't do that. You're stopping yourself from seeking and seeing different women. If a woman has lost attraction for you, which, let's be honest, they all will at some point because they're based on emotions and feelings and everything fluctuates up and down. You got to understand, do not be her friend. Don't, because you're trapping yourself and you're stopping yourself from growing, and you will be her little pet. You will be waiting and waiting and waiting, hoping and praying that she gains attraction for you while she bangs all these other different guys, while she gets ran through and gets smashed doggy style and all this other stuff. Don't be her friend. Be able to walk away and just leave. That's the trap that a lot of guys fall into. Being her friend, hoping they can get back between her legs. That's the wrong thing to do. The third and final trap is the trying to lock her down as your girlfriend and be exclusive trap. When you start to see her become distant and cold, what a man does in his mind, he starts to think, oh, she doesn't see me as boyfriend material, or something is kind of slow. So what he does is say, hey, I really like you. I want to take things forward and move a step forward, because he thinks in his mind, the missing key, the missing puzzle is to lock her down and have a relationship with her. That's not the route to go. It's very feminine and very weak for a man to want a relationship. That's what women are supposed to do. They're supposed to bring that up. A man is supposed to be about his life, about his purpose, and having a good time, and then she'll bring it up when she's ready, okay? Guys, do not try to lock her down when she becomes cold and distant. Whatever the issue is, maybe you might have been too needy, maybe you might have become overbearing, maybe she just might be dating and seeing other guys. Whatever the issue is, just take it easy. Don't panic. That's the key. Because every woman you meet, every woman you come into contact with, I promise you, every woman I've talked to, dated, seen, been with, they've all became distant. They've all became cold. And what I noticed when I did those, when they became cold, what I did was a lot of times I would chase them, and I would do all three of those things. Try to put a label on and try to fix things and take her out and do this. But then I start to say, you know what? I can't control how she feels or what she wants to do. Okay? Only thing I can do is control myself and whether we have a good time or not. So when I start to just back off, when I mirrored what she did, when she went cold and backed away, I did the same thing. Then guess what? 9 times out of 10, she came back around. Even if she didn't, I still held my dignity and held my head high and moved forward. Remember, do not panic. Every single woman will become cold and distant. And majority of the time, I'm going to be honest with you, I hate to break it to you, she's seeing and sleeping with another guy, or she has her eyes on another guy. Just suck it up, brace for impact, and just enjoy life. That's the only thing you got to do. Just don't panic. Once you panic, it's a wrap, and she's definitely going to lose even more attraction for you, but it's going to be faster.
Killers lurking, we been cautious. Shot nearly lost some. We been in them trenches playing office. Stash box every shark, and won't forget about drinking about that faucet. How we 20 doing 20 make me nauseous.
Before we get started today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button and share this if you haven't already. Today we're going to be talking about what women really want from men. All right? Okay. What women really want from men. You have to understand, first of all, what women want in today's world is not what women wanted 5 years ago. It's not what women wanted 10 years ago. It's completely different. Women have morphed into little men themselves. So they have the mindset of an alpha male. They have a mindset of a masculine male. So they think on a manly scale now. And with most of these guys being feminized, they think on a woman's scale. But their hormones, their heart, the way the oxygen breathes throughout their body is still screaming masculinity. It's still screaming femininity within a woman. But our psychological, neurological systems have been changed. That's the difference. In society now, our body is doing one thing and our mind is doing another thing, which is causing your hormones to conflict with each other, which is causing you to feel imbalanced, not only as a woman, but as a man as well. Trying to force yourself to be more feminine than what you really are. And then if you go outside of acting feminine, you're looked at as being toxic masculinity based off of who you are. Men cannot even be men nowadays because it's illegal to express how you really feel. It's illegal. Like, you can express how you feel, but as long as it caters to everybody around you. Yeah, you could be self-expressive, but you have to be gay, or you have to be trans. You have to be something that's non-threatening. You can't be a lion anymore. You can't be none of that. A man has to be soft. But the way our blood pumps, the way our hormones are inside of our body, we have to be masculine. That's what's causing the psychological transformation. It's the same thing that's happening in women. Women generally want to be very vulnerable. They have smaller hearts. They have smaller minds. Their body is more frail, but they're forced to be something that they're not. So psychologically, when you think about what a woman wants out of a man, it's the same thing that a man naturally wants out of a woman. He wants a respectable lady in the streets, and he wants a freak in the sheets. That's what a woman wants. A woman wants a gentleman in public, and she wants a masculine man in the bed. But what a woman are doing nowadays, because they're abusing what they've been taught, they want a servant. They want a man to serve them in public. They want a man to cater to their every need, which means when you go out with other couples and you're around other people, she always has to be right. You can never disagree with her. Most guys in a relationship or married or in a close relationship with a woman, when they go in public, that's their biggest test. The way a man acts in public will determine how she's going to treat him in private. So when you go in public, a lot of these boyfriends, husbands, and a lot of you guys out there, you've always been walking on eggshells just going to family functions. Eggshells when you're doing couples, when you're hanging around other couples. A boyfriend and a husband is always on eggshells with his woman's emotion because he doesn't know how she's going to react, because he doesn't know what she wants out of him. What she wants is a servant. She wants you to get around everybody else and praise her to be the ultimate woman that's smarter than you and that teaches you everything. She wants you to show this in front of everybody, in front of her friends, in front of her family. When y'all go out, regardless of what you argued about at the house, regardless what you argued about in the car, when you get in public, your main goal is to make your woman look like she's God Almighty to everybody. She can't be wrong. She always has to be right. That's what a woman wants out of a relationship. She wants that. She wants every girl in the world to look and be like, damn, she got a good man. You know what a good man is to another woman? A servant. Ooh, she got herself a good servant. Look at him. Look at him. He's a good boy. I'm surprised he ain't even asked her if he can hang out with the other guys. Sometimes that's how it be with a lot of these guys in relationships with girls. I'll be looking at him like, man, he act like he gotta ask his girl for permission to use the bathroom. That's how it be sometimes when I be out. Because that's what these women want, is a servant. But when they program your mind into being a servant, it has to weaken you as a man in order for you to try to play a servant role. That's where the conflict comes in. It's like, I gotta dumb down my emotions in order to be this servant, but then you want me to change into this Incredible Hulk guy whenever we get inside the bedroom. Now you want me to pull on your hair. Now you want me to talk to you bad. Now you want me to spank you. Now you want me to do all this crazy stuff. And men can never make the change. There's not many men that can play both roles. That's why I had Gemini at the top of the red pill list, because Geminis have multiple personalities. A Gemini can actually play both of these roles with a woman, but a woman can never keep up with a Gemini. That's what makes the Gemini dangerous. This is what women ultimately want out of a man, a good actor. You must act like a servant to make her look good to everybody out there. But when y'all get in the bedroom, you must act like you're borderline raping her. I'm not saying rape her. She just wants a masculine man that's gonna do porno style sex to her. That's what she really wants. She wants a man that can play both roles. And if you ask any woman out there, that's what they're gonna tell you. I want a man that does not make me look bad in public, makes me look like I'm the ruler, but when they get in the bedroom, I want him to be able to pull on my hair and boss me around and manhandle me in the bed and just turn me on. That's what they really want out of a guy. This is what makes Tyrone's and Chad's look so good. It's because they handle that side. They handle that wild side, that crazy side, that blow her back outside, not even caring side. But then the guy that she's in a relationship that she loves always plays the servant side. When she comes across a man that could actually kind of play both roles, then she starts standing with him. But most of those guys, those Chads and Tyrone, remember, they don't know that they're playing both roles because they haven't been taught how to treat a woman. So they don't know how to play both roles. Most of these guys' moms and dads wasn't telling them, yeah, man, when you have sex with your wife, pull on her hair, tell her to shut up, smack her on her butt. Mom ain't gonna tell you to do that. But that's what a woman really wants. A woman wants you to do that. A woman wants that type of style of interaction in the bed. But guys cannot play both roles. He's either masculine in the bed and I can't take him in public, or I can take him in public but I can't be masculine in the bed. These are what women are battling day to day because they want those two type of guys at all times. I want a servant on the surface and I want a lion in the bedroom. But a man is not psychologically crazy enough to adjust his personality to fulfill both roles. That's where the conflict is at. That's exactly where the conflict is at. You sit down and you talk to any woman and you show her this video right here that you're watching right now on Is Anthony Spade Right? Do women want two type of men? Do they want the good guy on surface that's going to worship her, that's going to serve her, that's going to have every girl looking like, ooh, she got him under control, and he good looking, and he got a good job, but she got him under control? And then do they want the lion in the bedroom that tells them, get over here, bend over, shut up? They don't want the guy that's trying to lick her butt, that's trying to eat her out and kiss on her toes. They don't want all that, bro. They do not want all that. They want the one that says, shut up, bend over, I done had a bad day and I'm about to take it out on this booty. That's exactly what they want. Someone that takes control and is serving at the same time. But men are not psychotic that way. That's crazy talk. That's what crazy people do. That's what bipolar people do. That's what people with issues do. This is why Chads and Tyrones stand out. Because Chad and Tyrones are really good in bed, but Chad and Tyrone can't get a job. Chad and Tyrones are good for the excitement, but Chad and Tyrone can't build wealth. Chad and Tyrone can't chase dreams. Chad and Tyrones can't build foundations. So a woman is stuck cheating and being with a guy that's so feminine that even if she cheats, she knows that he's gonna forgive her. And this is why simps think they're winning when they're losing. You're just being one of the guys she wants. But a woman wants a crazy man who can be both because she's crazy herself. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys got the message. Hasta la vista.